Hello, I'm Ryan Zink, and this is Creative Intuitive Solutions, where I teach you how to use your imagination, your creativity, along with your clairvoyance to create change and find solutions. And also to help you start thinking outside of the box. I also do readings and healing for people. If you'd like to book an appointment with me, please contact me at facebook.com/88CIS88. Today I want to talk about consciousness. I consider myself to be super conscious. And if you know anything about spirituality or spiritual concepts or concepts of reality or the laws of attraction or the laws of the universe, you know about the concept of mirroring. And today I'm going to use a kind of scenario or model or diagram to explain that a little bit further about grief and loss. So we all use the World Wide Web, and to me, the internet is a reflection of our DNA. So if you know how the internet works, you know that it is a group of servers or host computers that store the information, and then we can all go to those sites and apps and access those informations. So that's how the web works. It's one system communicating with another system sharing information. So the same is true for DNA. So the internet is really a mirror of what our DNA does and how we interact with one another. Though we are far more biologically advanced than a computer. So anybody that tries to sell you on the idea that the body is like a computer, that is a lie. We are designed way more complex and have way more capacity and capability than any type of artificial intelligence could ever have. But the internet is kind of a reflection of what is a fraction of what our DNA is capable of. So within the World Wide Web, there are all these servers within buildings and companies that the information is stored. Now, if you're a Facebook user, if somebody dropped a bomb on Facebook, I'm not wishing that to happen, and that would never happen, but I'm just using this as an example. People would not have access to Facebook anymore because the servers wouldn't exist. The same is true within humanity when a group of people gets blown up or exploded or killed or murdered or taken from or stolen from. So it's the same concept. That information is no longer available. And if you are white or Caucasian or even Asian or African American, and you think that traces of Middle Eastern genetics don't exist in your DNA, you are fooling yourself. So if you take a group of people from the Middle East and blow them up or explode them or kill them or murder them, you are destroying a server within your DNA. And though you are fighting or battling to preserve the protection of many, or for whatever reason that incident occurs, though it's thought of as for the greater good, it affects you on a cellular level regardless of whether it was good or bad, whatever the reason for the decision is. So though you're still alive and you're not in potential danger, because you've taken out a group of people or whatever the situation may be, it still is going to send a pulse through your DNA of deep, deep, deep despair and tragedy. So I just want to bring that to people's attention. If you're stealing from somebody, or you are deceiving somebody, or you are lying to somebody to get something that you need, it's affecting you on a cellular level. Even though you're gaining what you need, it's going to affect you in many other ways on a genetic DNA level. So you really want to be careful and cautious of how you present yourself in the world, how you treat people, what you do, and what you say. Because, for example, if you have a friend or an acquaintance and they have $100 on their table and you take it, you're going to have that $100. But that person is going to go through some kind of grief or loss from missing that money. And though you've got the $100, you are connected to everybody through your DNA. Whatever nationality, race, or ethnicity you are or associate yourself with, that loss is going to go through that person's genetic system. And it's going to show up as loss and grief for that person. And though they may not be a sibling, a relative, or a brother, or a bloodline, you're going to experience that loss within your genetics as well, though you have the $100. So you've gained $100, but it's going to show up for you in your attitude and your mood, not just through guilt and shame for taking or stealing, but in other ways. And this could be considered karma. People call this karma. When you do something bad and something bad comes back to you, it comes back through the server of information of what the person that has lost from what you've taken from them. And it shows back up in through your DNA, just like the World Wide Web. You know, people can see what site you've went to and what you've done. The DNA works exactly the same way. There are no secrets, though you just may not be aware of the information at the time. So I just want to let everybody set with that today. Something to think about. Have a great day.